In my literature review, I researched recent peer-reviewed scholarly articles of 5 to 10 years and found that positive teacher-student relationships impacted engagement and led to higher academic achievement. Psychological and physiological factors influenced engagement and academic achievement. The learning environment had 4 major markers in teacher-student relationships for enthusiasm and engagement, including contact, connection, climate, and confidence. And also, the negative teacher-student relationships encounters have been associated with non-attendance, linking to low and or no engagement and decreases in academic achievement. In my data collection protocol, my method implemented semi-structured interviews of 2 female primary school teachers and 2 male secondary school teachers, reporting on qualitative data that related to grounded theory, with the analysis approach of a thematic analysis to find common patterns or themes. In my data analysis, I found the following themes that cater to improved engagement and increased academic achievement, including a positive and safe learning environment that is supportive and inclusive, portraying a sense of belonging, building and rapport that improves respect, confidence and motivation to learn, progressing knowledge and understanding effectively through interest and catering for students' learning needs, more choice and opportunities for learning, collaborative learning that facilitates student-centered and inquiry-centered learning for flexible teaching.
The common themes in this literature review were collaborative teacher-student and student-student relationships resulting in increased engagement and willingness to learn, implementation of ICT teaching pedagogies to increase academic achievement and engagement, student-centered learning through inquiry-based tasks to increase in academic achievement. The data collection protocol for this study included a hard copy structured survey containing 20 questions, both multiple choice and short answer. There were 16 participants, 8 males and 8 females, 10 from high school and 6 from primary schools. The type of data analysis was based off quasi-experimental design, implementing a constructivist theory. The analysis approach was based off thematic and statistical data analysis. The data collection protocol common themes included differentiating classroom activities to cater for student inclusion and learning, implementing skill-based activities to promote inquiry-based learning, providing students with more opportunities to determine their own learning, building a positive rapport with students to promote increased participation in the classroom, setting high expectations regarding classroom behaviour, increasing ICT use in the classroom to promote IBL and engagement.
In my literature review, I wanted to find what the data said about peer relationships affected classroom engagement, which therefore impacted academic outcomes. I looked at a variety of articles from within the last 10 years and several from within the last 5 years. The following are the common themes I found in the literature review. Negative peer relationships resulting from bullying or conflicts led to less engagement. Peer exclusion was considered a negative, which discouraged students' participation in classrooms. Classroom engagement increased when students felt cared for and supported by their peers. Relationships which encouraged each other to follow school rules were more likely to support each other in class engagement. In my data collection protocol method, much of the research showed students were not interviewed, with self-reporting or teacher reporting being the preferred methods. The study by Moses and the Oldest admitted this could be a limitation, hence I use a semi-structured interview. My original plan had been to condense my interview questions, but found the students really struggled to elaborate, so I used the full 16 questions for my planning. The participants. I had planned on interviewing Year 9 students, but I had to settle for Year 10 students as I had no Year 9 classes. I interviewed 2 female students and 1 male student. The type of data analysis I used was qualitative. I also used a coding process influenced by Saldana 2009, which required me to summarize sentences into descriptive codes, then putting those descriptive codes into categories, then finally main themes for my interviews. The theory implemented was grounded theory. My analysis approach was thematic analysis. The common themes in my data analysis: students who found themselves in classrooms with peers who discouraged them and did not want to engage in classroom activities. Students agreed classroom engagement could be measured by the amount of work they did without too much teacher prompting. Students who had been bullied or excluded did not want to engage in class or even go to school. All students found they had performed better academically when they engaged in school.
The Action Research Study covers the Action Research Project proposal identifying what action research is, the action research process, the research question, data collection measures, ethical considerations, the aim of the intervention, intervention benefits, and the developed hypothesis for estimated outcomes. What is action research? Action research is a form of self-reflective inquiry undertaken by participants to improve their own practice, their understanding of these practices and situations in which the practices are carried out. Action research uses a step-by-step process where it nurtures a symbolic living partnership between academia and the teacher practitioner. The action research process is a cycle beginning with reflection, deciding what you will change, planning for improvement, enacting the plan, and then reflecting. In this process, we have started the cycle with the plan for changes in practice, then act for collection of data, then evaluate by analysing the claims and recommendations, and finally reflecting to modify the situation or context.
Through our group findings in the literature review and data analysis, we established the research question: do differentiated collaborative relationships interventions improve engagement and increase academic achievement in secondary schools? Our data collection measures will include semi-structured interviews to collect qualitative data which is recorded and transcribed for analysis. The interviews will also be conducted in a safe and comfortable environment for the interviewees.
The interviewees will be secondary school teachers to gain insight into their reflective practice considering student engagement and the effects on academic achievement.
Ethical considerations must be addressed by the implementation of consent forms for interviewees' discretion to justify and clarify any breaches of personal accountability. The aim of the intervention created from the research question is to minimise phone use to improve engagement and develop collaborative learning whilst providing positive social and emotional learning environments connecting to the key terms: self-awareness, responsible decision-making, relationship skills, social awareness, and self-management. The integration of the proposed intervention has the following benefits: adapting to school rules and policies, incorporating a social and emotional learning environment can be inexpensive, the collaboration of community and parent insight for implementation, providing an inclusive and a whole school approach. Overall, the proposed action research intervention has been estimated that engagement and academic achievement will increase through the implementation of minimal or no phone use and improving the social and emotional learning of the environment.